Alright, so what's special about Twilight Zone? Well, it's been remade, ran on CBS from 1959 and 1964, has its own film, TV film, radio series, theme park attractions, books, spin-offs. Twilight Zone, for the most part, for the last 50 plus years, has been a horror commodity and a mystery.
Jinkies!
The Twilight Zone recently got its own separate TV series for the 2020-2019 era, and it was like only one season. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, but they cut production pretty short. As far as it being a fan of the Twilight Zone, I always remember being creeped out as a kid from this because of how bizarre it is, and it reran a lot on Sci-Fi, now known as Sci-Fi with the Y instead of with I. The show was originally created by Rod Sterling. Rod Sterling's actually from Albany, New York, which for personal information, that's my hometown. And he's also a military veteran. Rod centered a lot of his stories around the military, people drowning in fantasy dreams. Their selfishness, human nature, if you will, and my favorite space, of course. One of these days I'll go into more detail, since I truly love this series. And today I'm going to discuss one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes. When you're a kid, do you wish you could fly? Could see or transport to other planets, or even mind control? Well, there's an episode of Twilight Zone that focuses on that specifically. And this is a boy who has some of these powers. Episode 73 of Twilight Zone is called Itsagoodlife, which is directed by James Sheldon. This aired November 3rd, 1961. And this episode even has Sterling use a completely different intro than normal.
Tonight's story on the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a map of the United States, and there's little...
This episode is about a 6-year-old Anthony Fremont. This boy and his family reside in Peaksville, Ohio. They don't work, they don't produce any crops, the residents' resources are dwindling, and the boy has the ability to create creatures and has the entire town, including his parents, under his control. Billy Mumy does a great job playing Anthony Fremont. He played in 2 additional episodes of The Twilight Zone, actually, and he even went on to do roles in Rascals, and even Alfred Hitchcock's Without a Key and I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, it was wonderful, Anthony. Wasn't it, everyone?
Oh, that was real good.
Wasn't Anthony's television wonderful tonight?
All right, now back to the story. The people of Peaksville are afraid of Anthony and must always tell him how good he is, how polite, how powerful, just positive things. You're a good boy, Anthony.
You're a very bad man!
Due to his godly nature, he's never been disciplined or advocated on right and wrong, and sending multiple children to the cornfield.
Place. Why do you only send them there when you're angry?
Well, I do it for their own good.
Anthony makes the townsfolk get together in his home and watch his version of television, since they can't watch TV. The imagery is of his own imagination, usually violent dinosaurs hurting one another.
That's all the television there is.
Oh, it was wonderful, Anthony.
Completely incapable of expressing their displeasure, they quietly abide and obey. The townsfolk are completely afraid of Anthony. Anything he says, anytime he gets upset, he's emotional, they're concerned they'll be either the next on the chopping block, or they're the next ones that will just disappear. Towards the end of the episode, it's Dan Hollis's birthday. And on Dan Hollis's birthday, he gets drunk with a bottle of brandy his wife got him. And when drunk, he complains about all the bad that's going on in Peaksville, and how Anthony is at fault since he does not like singing and couldn't even enjoy his own birthday. When telling everyone he's going to attack him for being a dictator and a murderer, Anthony then turns him into a jack-in-a-box, like a literal jack-in-a-box. Then Anthony's father, upon his request, sends him to a cornfield.
Sacrilege! Down on your knees, heretic!
Strangely, towards the end of the episode, Anthony makes it snow. And to make things worse, snow is going to destroy crops. You can't build a farm and you can't grow food in the winter. So Anthony makes it snow and they have limited food and resources. So everyone's pretty much going to die, at least in how the story is foretold at this moment. I've never watched the sequel stories to Itsagoodlife, so I may do that in the future. I'm going to assume that these people pretty much die and Anthony moves on with his life as God on earth, pretty much. But as I said, it's going to turn the food shortage into starvation and hunger for all the townsfolk. John Larch, who played Mr. Fremont, Anthony's father, simply tells Anthony, "It's good you're making it snow. It's a real good thing. Tomorrow's gonna be a real good day." And it's just how he said it was so fucking creepy.
It's good what you've done to Dad. It's real good.
That was swell.
Alright, and again, that's it. I may do future reviews on that, but we got a lot more content coming this month of October. So again, like, subscribe, share, comment. Doctordead out.